One of the most basic but often overlooked symbols of the Christian faith is a table. Think of almost any church you have been into and you will find one. Sometimes it is very grand, high and lifted up and bedecked with candles. Sometimes it is plain and unadorned. But it is there for a reason. It signifies one of the most fundamental truths of the Christian faith, that we are welcome, that, in the words of Jesus on the night before he died, there is a place prepared for us. In Jesus, God has done everything that is needed for us to enjoy eternal life with him. That being welcomed into the life of God is symbolized by the table. As we shall see in a later session, it is also a foreshadowing of the banquet of heaven itself. And Christian worship is very often gathered around the table in the service we call the Eucharist or Holy Communion or the Lord's Supper. Like the very first Christians, we worship by coming together to break bread. It is the basic act of Christian worship instituted by Jesus himself on the night before he died. It is also very human. Meeting to eat is a wonderful way to bring people together, but it's not just the food itself that creates hospitality. Think of canteen meals. Good hosts offer friendship too. The eating and being together around the table create that hospitable place where conversations can occur and relationships develop. In the Eucharist, God offers us such hospitality. God is the host, and we are the guests. In the Church of England, the Eucharist often begins with the words, "The Lord is here." God is taking the initiative. We gather around God's table and in God's presence. We don't need to invite God to join us. He is already here, waiting to welcome us. And of course, God is everywhere, not just in church. God welcomes me wherever I am, so it is possible to worship anywhere and at any time. But the Sunday gathering of the Christian community is the place where this is made real. We Christians keep coming back to the table of the Lord because here we experience God's hospitality and here we learn to be hospitable ourselves.